It used to be simple. You'd head to the store, grab a pack of chicken, maybe toss it on the grill, throw it in a stir-fry, or slow cook it for dinner. Chicken. Plain, honest, familiar. But something changed. You may have noticed it. The texture got spongy. And it doesn't cook the same. It shrinks. And it leaves you with more questions than satisfaction. That's because in many cases, what you're buying isn't just chicken. It's a lab project in shrink wrap. If you've ever chewed into a piece of meat and thought, this isn't how it used to be, hit like and subscribe. You're not imagining things, and today, we're naming names. Let's pull back the curtain on 10 grocery store brands that quietly use fillers, binders, and chemicals in their chicken, and why it matters, especially if you're over 50. 1. Tyson. Let's start with a name almost everyone recognizes. Tyson is one of the largest poultry producers in America. Their products are everywhere, from frozen nuggets to fresh trays of natural chicken breasts. But don't let the word natural fool you. In many Tyson products, you'll find ingredients like isolated soy protein, modified food starch, and sodium phosphate, additives used to retain water, improve texture, and extend shelf life. That solution can make up to 15% of the product's total weight, meaning you're paying for water and chemicals instead of real meat. For older adults watching sodium intake or managing kidney issues, those phosphate additives can be especially harmful. Studies have linked inorganic phosphates to heart strain and bone loss, particularly in seniors. 2. Pilgrim's Pride. Another big name with a wholesome image. Pilgrim's Pride markets itself as American-raised, family farm-sourced chicken. But many of their packaged products, especially the frozen ones, are filled with textured soy protein and carrageenan. Carrageenan is a seaweed-derived additive used to stabilize and thicken, but in the digestive tract, it's been linked to inflammation and gastrointestinal distress. 3. Great Value, Walmart. The budget-friendly chicken option for millions of households. But the price tag hides the real cost. Great Value frozen chicken, especially the tenders, patties, and strips, is often loaded with sodium tripolyphosphate and hydrolyzed corn protein. Tripolyphosphate helps retain moisture, but it also artificially inflates weight, meaning you're paying for water and binders. And that hydrolyzed protein. It's a flavor enhancer that can contain hidden MSG, which some people are sensitive to. The taste? Slightly salty, oddly uniform. Like chicken, but not quite. 4. Kirkwood, Aldi. Aldi fans love their prices. But their Kirkwood brand chicken is a mixed bag. While some of their raw chicken products are fairly clean, their frozen breaded items, like nuggets, strips, and patties, contain mechanically separated chicken, soy flour, and yeast extract. Mechanically separated meat is made by forcing bones with meat through a sieve under high pressure, creating a paste-like texture. It's cheaper, but it lacks the structure and nutrients of whole muscle meat. And for seniors? That added soy flour can throw off hormone levels, especially in men, and may interfere with thyroid function in older women. 5. Perdue, frozen line. Perdue's fresh chicken has a good reputation, and in many cases, it's deserved. But their frozen convenience line tells a different story. Many Perdue frozen products contain rice starch, isolated soy protein, and natural flavors, a vague umbrella term that can hide dozens of lab-created compounds. Those caramel colorings can contain 4-MeI, a potential carcinogen in high doses, especially risky when consumed regularly. 6. Banquet. Banquet may conjure up images of quick TV dinners from the 80s and 90s, but their chicken still sits in thousands of freezers today. And it's one of the worst offenders. Their chicken breast patties and nuggets are often less than 50% real meat. The rest is soy protein concentrate, modified wheat starch, and a chemical cocktail of propylene glycol, maltodextrin, and disodium inosinate. Propylene glycol is a moisture-retaining agent. Yes, the same compound found in antifreeze, though considered safe in small amounts. But for anyone with compromised kidney or liver function, especially in older age, regular exposure can add unnecessary strain to your filtering organs. 7. Tyson's Anytizers. Yes, Tyson is on here twice, because their Anytizers line deserves special mention. Marketed as snackable protein-packed bites, these are often loaded with sodium phosphate, wheat gluten, autolyzed yeast extract, and dextrose, a sugar used to create fake, browned flavor. And seniors? One serving of Anytizers can have over 600 milligrams of sodium, nearly a third of the recommended daily intake, and that's just a few bites. 8. Foster Farms Pre-Marinated Line. Foster Farms has clean options, but be cautious with anything pre-marinated. Their marinated chicken breasts, especially those labeled teriyaki or lemon pepper, often contain sugar, soy protein isolate, xanthan gum, and potassium lactate. Potassium lactate is a preservative that prevents spoilage, but in large quantities, it can cause electrolyte imbalances, especially in individuals with kidney concerns. 9. Tyson Grilled and Ready. Yet another Tyson entry. Their Grilled and Ready line is a staple in frozen aisles. But the Ready comes at a cost. You'll find sodium diacetate, citric acid, dextrose, and grill flavor, which can legally be created from burnt sugars and fumaric acid, not actual grilling. For older viewers especially, these additives can disrupt blood sugar regulation and digestive balance, particularly for those with diabetes or acid reflux. 10. Smart Ones/Healthy Choice Frozen Chicken Meals. These brands target the health-conscious, but don't let the branding fool you. Methyl cellulose? It's a plant-derived thickener, but it's also used in industrial construction products. It creates a slippery, gel-like texture in your gut, and it's not always well tolerated by sensitive systems. We've heard stories from older adults who say they felt oddly bloated or gassy after eating these healthy meals, unaware of the lab-made binders hiding beneath the surface. In one clinical analysis, certain Smart Ones meals had over 20 additives in a single serving, far more than a home-cooked meal with fresh chicken ever would. So why is this allowed? Simple. Labeling loopholes. As long as the final product includes a minimum percentage of Real chicken and the rest are generally recognized as safe, companies can legally market it as chicken, even if it's less than 60% meat. In some cases, what's wrapped in that chicken label might be more filler than fowl. If you grew up on home-cooked meals, you know what real chicken tastes like. You know how it smells, how it shreds, how it sizzles. That instinct you have when something feels off. Trust it. Because today's grocery aisle is more chemistry than cuisine. And the only defense is knowledge. If any of this surprised you, or reminded you of a strange aftertaste you've been ignoring, hit subscribe. And let's keep shining a light on what's really on our plates. Have you ever bitten into chicken and thought, something's not right? Tell your story in the comments, because someone else out there might need that wake-up call. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and as always, read the label.